Hello, this is Bitch Ass Niggas Trying to Play, here with another shoe review, and I'm reviewing the Heelys Evolution, their most popular grind shoe among many dedicated Heelers. And I'm going to show you why you shouldn't buy these in 2020. These shoes are on a polyurethane midsole, which crumbles and cracks over time, and it just doesn't look good when you're wearing them. They look like you just got them out of the dumpster. They come with the Express plate, which is their best plate, which they improved upon the following year with the Grindus. But this shoe has the big deuce wheels, which are the slowest wheels that Heelys has ever put out, which is why they came with the torch the following year with mega wheels, which are the most stable and fastest wheel you could ever use for healing and doing tricks on. The plate does go fast, but they also use it for a lot of their other shoes around the 2000s. And they also have the same sole, but they have air units for more comfort. These have a gel pack in the back foot, but it isn't really gel as far as I have worn it. It's really just the polyurethane sole, and these little indents are really just for decoration. So once they sold out of these and these became really popular among Heelers, the following year they came out with the torch, and they came out with a different plate for shoes on a cup sole. Sadly, I don't have a pair of Grindus, but I did have the rails at one point, which came out the same year, and it was a Journeys exclusive for that year. But the problem with a lot of Heelys shoes, that even if they're hybrids, is that they use the same upper as other shoes instead of just naming them different colorways. But they did use the same plate for the following years, like with this is their final shoe, their final hybrid shoe, the Chrome. Has anodized grind plates, which make them shiny. But I had to paint them because I didn't like the way the white accent looked with its EVA midsole, which does last a very long time. These are definitely a must get in 2020 with any grind shoes. I would actually avoid getting anything with a polyurethane midsole, especially if you're getting to soaping and you're investing your money, time, and patience on the size you want. But these grind pretty fine. There's not much I could really say about it other than the fact that this is their improved grind plate right after they came off the Express, after they bought soap. It's literally like the same plate but a different look. This just shows how cheap Heelys really went as far as their shoes went, because they wanted the customer to buy more shoes. So that's why they only made embedded plates. Unlike with soap, they had replaceable plates that you could buy at the store in case your shoe plates were all scratched up and you can't really rock them anymore. They snapped during the grind, and then you could go to your nearest Journeys or local skate shop to get them, because the internet wasn't as active as it is now, especially in the 2000s. What I did to these is I just simply painted the entire sole up with nail polish because I don't got any real paint around the house, and wanted better looking shoes. These look more like your average skate shoe from today and then. These look more like Vans, but the crazy thing about them is they combine two different cushioning technologies: EVA in the back foot, vulcanized rubber on the forefoot. So this is like a very weird mix between a running shoe and a skate shoe. But this is a great shoe to get even if you're starting out soaping, or if you're broke to actually buy a real pair of soaps in your size. This is what I would actually recommend getting: any pairs of Heelys with a grind plate, but avoid any of the ones with a polyurethane midsole. Avoid the blazes, avoid the surges. Those are the two of the ones that I can really think at the top of my head, because I actually had the blaze at one point and it fell apart upon wearing. They were used. Since I live in a very humid area, so polyurethane doesn't really go well in that area. But the synthetic leather does chip away. But the real problem with the chromes is that it's really flimsy, especially the tongue. The tongue is really flimsy. It's pretty flimsy. But if you add a thicker insole, and if you go a size up, because they only make whole sizes, this is what you get. It's a good shoe, great to rock, the best looking Heelys grind shoe you can ever get if you're creative enough to actually paint over the white that will come over it. As I have the original box right here. They're solid shoes, especially the Evils for their time. Considering a lot of the sponsored Heelys wore these, the Torches, and the Pro Series, which are literally the same shoe, same same but different looking upper, and they have the same tech. But that's what kept Heelys stock going down, because they didn't really do much with their shoes. They just re-released the same shoe over and over, but a different look. So that's the real problem when you're even sometimes buying Heelys. You just find one that looks better, and you realize it's a different model. But these are great shoes nonetheless. I like them, but I wouldn't recommend getting a pair of Evolutions, Torches, and Pro Series today because of the problems I had mentioned and the way they would look, and the time spent re-gluing a lot of the shoe and the sole, which sucks. But considering their age, makes a lot of sense. So this is Bitch Ass Niggas Trying to Play, signing out.